My name is Laura Roller, and we're in Halifax County today interviewing Tom Inge, Executive Director of the Woodburn Wildlife Foundation. So what exactly do you do?
Laura, I have been the Executive Director of the Woodburn Wildlife Foundation for about 6 months. So we're really developing a lot of our goals and redefining our mission statement. So far we have several projects going on and doing some great things with environmental education.
And what are some of the projects you have going on?
We have a project called Virginia Racer, and that is actually a watershed, a Roanoke watershed project that protects water quality and works with landowners all up and down the Roanoke watershed. The first project we're doing as part of Virginia Racer is removing the Pig River Dam. And the Pig River Dam is a relic dam that's being removed to help an endangered species of fish called the Roanoke log perch. And also, the community is actually going to be building a whitewater park there. So this really makes sense with economic development and the environment.
And so where did you go to school and what did you study to get into the environmental field?
I first went to Virginia Military Institute, VMI, and I graduated with a degree in civil and environmental engineering. And then after that, I went to Virginia Tech and got my master's degree in environmental engineering.
And so do you like the work that you do?
I love it, I really do. I grew up outdoors and love everything from hiking, camping, hunting, fishing. And so this really fit in with what I was interested in, my passions.
And so are there any job opportunities in environmental science coming out of high school?
There are so many environmental opportunities right now, coming out of high school, coming out of college, just at all levels. We're actually going through a period called graying of the green. And what is happening, and it's happening in other fields besides the environmental engineering field or environmental field, a lot of, with the baby boomers getting to close to retirement age, there's a lot of baby boomers who are getting ready to retire. Up to about 60-70% of the current jobs, will be vacant probably within 5 or 6 years through retirement. So that's going to really open up so many positions. And right now we don't have a lot of upcoming students that are getting into natural resources, cultural resources, and engineering, or even environmental sciences. So the good thing is any student who's interested, who's in that field, will have many opportunities. The bad thing is for the environmental field is that we need more students.
And why would you encourage students to get into the environmental field?
I would encourage students to get in the environmental field, one, because like I said, there's going to be so many opportunities out there, and there's so many different types of jobs in the environmental field. There's jobs with technology like GIS, Geographic Information Systems, that you would be in the office all day long, but you're helping the wildlife. There's jobs that you could be outdoors all day long. There are so many different types of jobs that could benefit the environment, so it really could fit into a lot of people's interests.
Okay, so you mentioned that you're Executive Director of the Woodburn Wildlife Foundation. And what kind of jobs have you had that have led to this job?
I started off, after getting my degrees, I started off with a consulting field. I was into designing road systems and bridges and subdivisions. And the subdivision work led me into another consulting job that was environmental related, and I really enjoyed that. I designed everything from water treatment plants to landfills, and did a lot of different environmental studies. And then after the consulting work, I actually became the director of the Virginia National Guard. So with that job, I really got to learn about all the different regulations that really encompass the whole environmental field. And then from that job, I came in to the Woodburn Wildlife Foundation.
And so you've already mentioned some of the, I think GPS, some of the technology, how it comes into play. What are the other technology aspects of environmental engineering?
Of course, the laptop itself and the internet has really opened everything up. But also out in the field, there's the technology has really come a long ways. Probably the biggest technology advantage that I've seen over the years is something called the GIS, Geographic Information Systems. And that goes with GPS. GPSing is actually going out and grabbing those points off a satellite out in the field, and then you bring it back into a GIS system. And GIS is a mapping and planning tool that's is just taken off. We've been working with a couple mining companies recently, and they're trying to find anything from coal, different things down in the ground. There's new seismic tools and lasers that they're shooting down to instead of using the old drill rig they've used for the last 8 years. So it's really exciting to see all the technology coming about.
And so how's technology came into play with the foundation?
One of them is just what we're doing right now with the video cameras and the digital cameras, and we've built a great website. So the website's a great tool for us right there. And on the website we have different videos, we have digital pictures. So that's because part of our foundation is communication and education. We also are doing sampling. We mentioned the Virginia Racer Project and several other projects. So we have some of the most updated sampling tools out there. So we're slowly getting up to speed with technology.
So you seem to like your work. Do you think others would like it as well?
I think so. I think just the human spirit is somehow connected to the outdoors, and it's getting less so with all the video games and kids growing up on the sofas. But I think everybody has a small piece, inside them that just wants to get outdoors and somehow is connected. And we're trying to, with the foundation, trying to make that connection happen. So hopefully, as a foundation, we can bring that out and find that true spirit in people.
Do you have any advice for parents on, you say it's how they're raised with kids being couch potatoes, etc. Is there any way that you've raised your kids that you think has made them more environmentally tuned?
We're kind of in the umbrella society now,
Yeah.
where parents are, don't want their kids to go outside, for some good reasons, there's some bad things that are happening to kids. So parents are very protective these days, and it wasn't long ago, several decades ago, where kids could just, roam outside at will or do that. So we recently had the entire 7th grade class at Halifax County out to the Cove, which is one of our facilities, one of our properties. And it was a great education day, and part of that was a survey. And now the survey of 400 and some kids, we found out that one of their biggest influences with the environment is their family. And probably about 30, 40 years ago, it might have been more friends. Friends used to get everybody outside and play outside, but now it's just family oriented. So we really need to really not just focus on the students and kids, but we need really to encourage the parents and teach them the importance of having their kids go outside and go outside with them, or send them out alone into the woods and along the creeks and do all the fun things outside.
Do you have any other advice for anyone that would be trying to go into the environmental field?
Yes, first of all, just follow your passions and interests. I keep on saying passions and interests, but it's so important to enjoy what you're doing in life. And so if you have a passion and an interest, definitely start focusing. If you have a passion in the environment, focus in on that. Also, I'd start talking to people in the field. There's people in every town and city that work in the environmental field. And most importantly is getting kids interested in internships and actually working some in the environment. And whether it's a paid internship or not, just getting in the office and outside and helping out can help build your resume and help prepare you for college, and it would look so good on getting your job later on in life.
So what's your favorite piece of everyday technology?
Well, I hate to say this, but just the laptop computer, which sounds so simple, but once you move up into middle to upper management, the website access and the emails through communication and research are so important. But so that's what I use on a daily basis. And we take laptops out in the field. There's so many applications that we do. But really, my favorite is the GIS, and we've talked a little bit about that. But GIS is just such a great tool. And it's just amazing all the different things you can do with the mapping and planning of GIS, 3D models, aerial photography, anything and everything. It's just exploding. It's really fascinating what they're doing with GIS.
Do you have any role models that you could specifically pinpoint?
My primary role models were my parents, and they're the ones who encouraged me to get outside. And maybe I was too much of a troublemaker inside, and they scooted me out the door. But whatever the reason was, and my father actually was a big outdoorsman, and so I did a lot with him. But also, they encouraged me to just go outside and play in the yard and go exploring and camping and do things with my friends, and gave me that freedom. I would say, I'm not saying this because I work for Ward, but Ward Burton is a role model for a lot of different people, and Ward. You talked about education and stuff. Ward, never got a college degree, and the reason he didn't is because he got into racing at an early age, and took off on the racing field. So he's been very successful. It just goes to show you that anybody can find a niche in the environment and make a huge impact. And Ward has made a huge impact, from kids to different partnerships and federal and state agencies. I mean, a lot of people look up to Ward and what he's doing.
Well, thank you for interviewing with us this afternoon, and thank you for watching our Career Bite.